nice path. You did your job.
Yeah.
I still do like Keynes. I think they just have better overall team fight. They just have to make it past the 35-minute mark because this AM will be 6 slotted. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah, I think they do have catch for the AM. In the last game, they had a little bit more trouble to catch the Morphling, so I didn't really want to go Keen again, too. I like the first 4 heroes of Liquid.
This is the most even. Like, the last two, I thought Keen, even though they got destroyed last game, I thought they outdrafted them. This one feels like 55-45.
Yeah, an even game of Dota 2. That's what we like to see here in the third game of the series. Which one of these two teams will make it to the upper bracket of Group A? Let's find out in Game 3 with Capitalist and Blitz.
Prepare for battle.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Game 3. Team Liquid versus Keen. It has been a good series so far, even if Game 2 was pretty one-sided. We got to see that a little bit of old Liquid coming back. Old, dominant.
You want old Liquid? This is old Liquid. Matoma Man Viper.
Yeah.
Miracle with the win condition. That is as old as it gets.
And we saw, like, you know, Game 1, okay, Keen did a Drow strat and it worked. Game 2, Liquid made adjustments in the draft, one of which was, you know, banning White Drow Ranger, but they made other adjustments for themselves and it worked. Now it's going to be Keen who have to show that they, in turn, can make adjustments against Liquid in this series. Blitz, did they do it?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Not sure. This one's
Even
like
the analyst or something.
This one's interesting, just because I think, like I thought the Ember was a sick pick. Then the anti-mage happened. I think it's very good against Puck, by the way. I think it's good against all these heroes. Sans maybe this. Sam is top lane.
We're just gonna go for it here. Challenge Matumba Man. Make sure that you get the bounty rune. Mind control does get the other 2 though. So
2 for 2.
2, 4, 2, 8.
Shout out to our great observers, by the way, and I believe it is JJ controlling stats as well. If I'm not, he'll correct me later, as it's JJ and Caro who are ops. They've done a fantastic job at not missing kills, even though we miss them all the time if we didn't have them observing. So they are our people in the sky. As the bottom block on the fissure, as GH is going to try to help out Mind Control's lane here a little bit.
Very different laning setup here, where GH is going to be a lot more hands-off in the off lane as a support compared to Conka, the Winter Wyvern, who is firmly going to plant himself in this lane and try and win it as much as possible for this Centaur. But the block, it is going to be there, but Miracle has given up on chasing. What do you think about this switch-up where we have this AM mid against the Ember? Sounds like you really like the AM against this Ember Spirit.
Well, you just kind of right-click him out of his mana pool. And Ember has a notoriously bad mana pool to begin with. Not a ton of armor. Whereas AM, like, he trades, I think, in terms of, like, one
GH is going for it. He's gonna Fisher block the Courier.
Yo, he's got boots.
No, he's got boots too fast.
Leap away, Frog.
The Courier gets away. Matumba Man actually picks up the first blood on Old 11. GH is just gonna die to the tower.
Did I say leap? Hop away.
Hippity hop.
I got hyped. The thing about it is, like, Couriers they didn't do anything.
Oh, they're gonna get a secondary kill.
Dude.
Kaka dies as well. Old 11 comes back in and starts swinging at Matumba Man with all the charges he has.
Just give this man Viper and Lone Druid. He'll do everything as Curl. Body block.
Poison attack plus the body blocking. This Winter Blast will help Old 11 get away.
Those are some sick blocks.
But this is not a good Centaur lane. They thought it was going to be great because, you know, a safe lane AM, a Centaur can pressure that pretty easily, but this
Centaur destroys that, I think. You just pop a turn, right-click him. It's not even about killing the AM at that point. It's just about giving him good harass. Kaka takes to the air every single time he uses Blink Out, and he comes back into the lane. He gets hit 4 times. Whereas, like, mid lane, he will never have mana to harass out. As Miracle is making absolute sure of that. As the fissure comes in too, this is a kill.
GH makes sure there's no escape. Another kill. Liquid. Destroy, and they get the Courier. Oh, this time it did die. This time it was Kuro to come in.
Dang. And he gets a ward behind the tower. What I do love, by the way, about when Liquid does these struts, by the way, is give Miracle the win condition. Make sure that he has a way to win the game for you. Like, utilize your car.
Mind control.
Oh.
Jumps over to his orb here. Phase shifts a lot of that damage. Still taking a little damage over time here with the Spectre here as well. Dark is going to die. Now it's a question of whether or not Mind Control is going to get out. Old Chicken cannot get the kill, it seems.
Dude, I asked...
And that is all 3 lanes being won.
I said, Liquid, I need you to roll.
Yeah, they've
been rolling.
They've been rolling real hard. Keen. Well, they gotta come up with some better answers here, because so far it seems like them just getting stumped in the laning phase is gonna lead to... I mean, they clearly did not see this coming. Right?
Yeah, I think the AM mid pick is really giving them a hard time. And what it does too is it's like psychological damage, right? Because you realize like, oh, this AM's having like an absolute free time, and he's the win condition, and it's Miracle.
Yeah.
That's literally what just happened last game, and we ended up losing. Somehow top, which I didn't think was going to be a kill lane. Poison attack has a 6-second cooldown, but somehow they got not 1 but 2 kills out on this top area. They weren't even very low to begin with, as I think he's going to die again. Yeah.
Yeah, GH is setting up for it right now. He's got the mana for Fisher block here. He goes for it. Now, Yee's going to try and run around it here with a Fairy Fire, with a little bit of extra help. He's going to survive a little bit longer, but GH with this haste rune. Now Miracle coming back in with the healing salve, and he doesn't even lose the healing salve either.
Yeah, we both saw that a mile away as the haste rune was picked up. No mana ever on the Ember Spirit, like I said. You just get 2 levels of that mana break. He pops Flame Guard once, you right click him twice, blink out.
He'll be okay. But still, Old 11 being chased out of his lane.
If you look at Mind Control, by the way, he's almost like he is a full level ahead of the Centaur at this point. GH has had so much impact as he's going to wait for the Wyvern to come in, get the stun out, and I think he was actually trying to block off for this bounty rune that's coming up, and in fact he's going to get the stun. Not enough time though. Pick it up himself. The Splinter Blast gonna connect, but Tumba Man's here too, and this is gonna be an easy kill on Akaka. Kuro's Treants are gonna mop that up at a bottom lane. Mind Control, that's gonna be the return kill for Keen, and they really needed something like that.
I was gonna say, this is a big difference. We see a lot of these Spectres now going for Soul Ring, and the advantage of just spamming out the dagger, it actually can win some lanes that you previously had no control over as a safe lane Spectre. But against Mind Control, who could just phase shift a lot of the damage, you're not going to be able to feel that turnaround. But looks like Mind Control really committing his life to be able to get at least one of those bounty runes does result in a death, despite what I thought was going to be a pretty easy lane for him, even still.
Yeah. You think 11 should just skip wave by now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you die this often and you're having this much trouble, like Viper, yeah, he's gonna get his, but at the very least, like
you needed to do this from the beginning. Yeah. Double stout. There's not a whole lot Furion can do about it, because obviously all he brings is
look at this rotation into
physical damage anyway.
They are gonna do the exact same thing they did, but this time instead of Matama Man rotating over, it's gonna be Kuro, and
he might be able to find a kill here with the help of Kaka, who's committing his life for it. He is going to die, gets the Splinter Blast off last second. He needs that extra damage too. As you can see, he barely gets the kill on Kuro. Now he's going to go for GH as well, as GH trying to kind of run around, stick with the creep wave after he doesn't get jackaled around, but he still has Sleight of Fist, dodges the Aftershock stun. Miracle's a little bit low, but Yi does not have his level 6, so he has no mobility to be able to get out of here. Miracle will cut him down with his ultimate. He is 2 levels ahead now of that Ember Spirit.
And they're going to protect the wave as well with the Glyph. Just get extra damage on this tower. They really want to commit for this.
Yeah, GH just runs it back straight to the mid lane, but Old Chicken needs some help here in the bottom lane. It looks like he's going to get it too with the TP coming in from Old 11, who does not have his level 6. Tries to go for the stomp after the phase shift, and Mind Control wisely jumps to his orb. He's going to be okay. 2,000 net worth lead for Team Liquid. Old 11 still trying to run at Kuro.
This is going to hurt 11's game a lot.
Yeah.
Because now he's relegated to the jungle, and no one can really pressure this top area out, which is going to give GH a lot of comeback space. And I love that prioritization, by the way, on that mid tower. That's what you guys should always look for in Liquid games. That's why they took the Pugna game number 1 when they made the rotation in. A lot of their strategies are going to begin and end with taking the mid tier 1 tower. If you take the mid tier 1 tower, what it allows you to do is then you get control of this jungle area out, and you pretty much just get to farm deep, and you get to make these really aggressive smoke maneuvers, which GH loves to do. He likes to make these smokes happen, place a ward deep, get kills, and then they just kind of roll you all of a sudden. And being able to defend the mid tier 1 tower, I think Keen is... I mean, they were focusing on it quite a bit, but I mean, that tower is just going to get straight up denied now. And even with the deny, this is going to open up Miracle's game, which is the scariest part. When he plays these morphs from these anti-mages in bottom lane.
Coily pops a stampede here. Old 11 kind of running around. I don't think he can escape from this, but maybe he can. He jukes a decent amount. They're going to spot him now. The Furion going to TP behind the tower, straight into the hands of Dark, but the TP out from Old 11, he's going to be safe. The Sprout onto Dark, quickly eating through the trees, he's going to be okay, so they both get out. Yi, meanwhile, does deny the mid tower.
Yeah.
So he has lost his mid tower already, but at least he has minimized the amount of gold fed to Team Liquid. The Liquid are not stopping there, they're already pressuring this bottom lane, but there is going to be the Spectre ultimate. Pop the level 6, go straight for the kill on Kuro, which is the easy one to pick up. Now the question is, can they get the harder kill? That's going to be Matubba Man, but you can see Yi's already done enough damage. This is going to be pretty easy. Yi is going to be the one to take the last hit there, as he certainly needs some recovery of his own. He cannot just funnel kills to the Spectre. He has not had a good enough game for that.
No, not at all. And 11's going to make his rotation into mid to try to force some pressure on a Miracle, who's gone for the exact same build, 3 Wraith Bands into the treads. He's going to be the man to watch for Liquid, as, I mean, they pumped so much space into him. They did everything they could to try to take his tower.
Yi, can he actually get this one? He is trying to commit to go for the kill on GH, but he got juked out. And if he's not careful,
he's out of mana.
Matubba Man here, he may be dying, as he has no mana to be able to get out of here. He committed so heavily to be able to kill this support. Now he doesn't have the ability to get away.
And they lost their courier again.
And somehow they've lost their courier.
Where'd they lose their courier at? Where'd my guy die at?
I don't know, but Old 11's going to run into Miracle with a double damage.
He's got to be careful. They've got ward vision here too. So that's going to force a little bit of a reset, as GH is just going to back up, let his Tranquil Boots kick in. Miracle's going to push out this mid wave again, and if you're Yi, the problem is you don't feel like there's anywhere for you to play. You can't sit against this AM, like he's got 2 levels of the mana break, he just burns you out. You want to make rotations because you want to create space with the Spectre yourself. You're not going to get away with the Spectre, I think, if the Anti-Mage just gets online with like 3 items. Just an awkward position to be in as a mid player, and a lot of that facilitated by the rotations of GH. And the fact that they, I mean, Ember versus Anti-Mage, right?
Yeah.
It's rough to play, especially with the lead.
$6,000 net worth already on the Anti-Mage. Went for a heavy Wraith Band build, but is still going to have a fast Battle Fury, despite the slight delay from all these stats. And the stats worked out brilliantly for him, as he's been able to play a lot more active of an Anti-Mage than you normally see. Good deny from Michael. Always feels good to secure a deny on a range creep or a Siege Wagon.
Yeah, it does. The Siege Dragon one is the best when you do it in front of somebody.
Yeah.
I get some sadistic pleasure in that.
It's like a third of the gold of getting a regular creep too, so you feel pretty good about your small little bump up in net worth as well.
JJ, well, give me another cherry pick stat. I'll actually get you dinner if you give me a good one.
You just bribing at
like a random, like a really specific random one for this game. Oh,
AM going for attack speed? I don't feel like that's the stat William was looking for.
As
yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't die here, again, it just...
He had to commit the triple remnant.
It shows that he can't go anywhere, he can't kill anything.
3rd highest amount of deaths at 12 minutes on any hero this event. Alright. I got you for this, JJ. I got you.
Wow.
I wanted a really specific cherry pick stat, and There we have it as Kaka. He's pump faking right now.
Hey, there's a real stat. Highest amount of assists at this point. That is GH. Winter's Curse laid out as the TPs are going to follow up here. The Ember Spirit is going to be here. Again, low on mana and now stuck in a Dream Coil. Isn't going to be able to catch GH so easily. He's going to have to drift his way through the trees. And GH, yeah, he's definitely fine. Now look at this. Actually laying some damage back into Yi. That's how fearless they are. There is a tower being taken by Old 11 here at the top lane. That's going to be defended by Matumba Man. Matumba Man playing not just the hero that can run around and make kills happen, but also the hero that can solo defend a lot of these tower pushes from Keen.
There's a commitment.
Yi going for it again. Trying to go over GH, has been silenced. The Spectre's going to follow up. There goes the Stampede combo as well. They will chase down G successfully here. They're going to go for more backlines, mind control. He's trapped as well. It was a heavy commitment by Keen, but it is paid out. Is being able to kill not just that 4 position and shut down his Blink Dagger even further.
They got Battle Fury now on Anti-Mage.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a problem.
This is the old just throw bodies at them and hope.
Yeah.
Yo, Miracle.
Middle tower is under attack.
Let's do it. Crow's like, buddy, pal. You got good farm, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's like, why do you ask? No reason.
Meanwhile, on the side of Keen, there's nobody with great farm. Both the Spectre and Centaur are behind the Viper, and let's not even talk about our Ember Spirit's net worth.
Don't Google Yi Ember. What is this, chat? Third highest amount of deaths at 14 minutes on any hero this event. I don't like that one as much. You can't reuse them. It's not the Kaka stat.
We literally asked him to reuse the same one last game nonstop.
I love Kaka.
So you wanted to humiliate him as much as possible?
Yeah, but I'm sure
now I understand our friendship very much.
he's a guy that looks like he can laugh at himself. Like, that's a quality in a person I admire. Why I don't like Kyle very much. As Liquid is going to take these 2 bottom bounty runes, and Miracle. I mean, the best part about playing Anti-Mage is like once you get to this point, you get to just farm Ancient. You feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Once you get the Yasha, by the way, on AM, like that's the real power spike. Battle Fury, Yasha.
That's the speed boost.
You farm so quick, then the game gets really hard.
Ooh, Yi, good thing he jumped away. There's no way to die, right? GH, he doesn't have his Blink Dagger yet. Right? God, I hope not. He's died so many times. Oh, he's actually pretty close, though. They have tried to kill GH so many times in this game, and yet he's still going to have, at latest, probably a 20-minute Blink Dagger.
And that's considering...
Stomped up, Matumba Man. A heavy go here from Keen Gaming. They really need to get this kill and get out, but Matumba Man's still not dead until the Splinter Blast and the extra bit of shots come in. Now Yi committing more, but surprise! No! Miracle! He knew that Yi was going to commit to that, and he was just biding his time.
No, he was catching up, kind of. So the Blink Daggers is now going to be completed for the Puck. The Yasha is done for Miracle, who's almost got a level a minute. Guy's pretty much playing through a Ranger at this point. GH pretty much has his Blink Dagger too. Liquid is really on top of things right now. And I think Matumba Man, he does have his mech with the Veil. Looks like he is going to go for a pipe next too. Just, what else are you going to do? You're Viper. Like, there's no cool items you can go for.
Yeah.
Just kind of be a nerd. Buy
You're
a
just
Veil.
there to get the enemy team to go on you.
Yeah.
Survive as long as possible for your Blink Dagger heroes. And Blink Hero to do work.
We say anytime you start a fight on a Viper, that's a trap.
Yeah.
That
I mean, that's what I was saying. That Stampede has got to get used to get out. You can't commit to a Viper like that and still take a team fight. But Yi didn't understand that. They're going to go for mid lane as well as top. It looks like they might be able to get this kill onto Curl. Old 11's going to drop dangerously low. Meanwhile, Yi is still trying to chase GH here. The Winter Skirt is going to go out to make sure Mind Control cannot pursue with that orb. But he still has a coil on Old 11. Fortunately, for Old 11's sake, he is going to get out. But Yi is going to die again. Chase is too far. And get punished by Miracle. Dark, he's going to have to juke his way out.
Nice.
Oh, he's actually fine. AM.
he's good. He's good.
Oh, but he's going to stumble into Mind Control here. Mind Control Throws out an orb. Dark's not going to be hit by
Look at him just
Damage
juke
is pretty
everybody.
crucial. You know, silenced up. Miracle. One blink gets on top of Dark and very, very quickly kills him.
He died in like 2 shots as soon as he got on top of him.
Yeah, there was the medallion thrown on him and that physical damage. Oof. Did so much. Kaka has no mana to speak of. He got 2 stick charges, and he does have. If somehow AM doesn't hit him, he could fly away, but the Animate stole some of his mana. Now they're going to pop the Spectre ultimate and see if they can kill Mind Control, perhaps. Mind Control is very, very low, but the Spectre doesn't commit to it because he knows then he would be in Miracle Land. And Miracle Land is not where anybody on Keen wants to be. Old Lyman coming back in, a 2-man stomp, but they've already used their Spectre ultimate. Is this really the wisest go? Well, they're going to go for the quick kill on Akuro, now pop the Stampede. Now they're going to go for the Viper. Viper has had half health, so was Old 11, and he just stands inside of his own Nether Toxin. Yi realizes he has to get out of here, but now he's been silenced up. The Ice Path thrown out, but not going to stop the damage that comes away at the Emperor. Emperor's now dead. Fortunately, a blink away from Old 11 dodges that coil out from Mind Control, but Dark doesn't have the same kind of items to juke out Miracle, who's now on a godlike spree before the 20-minute mark.
Did you see him hold the hit, by the way, to make sure that Mind Control's hit would fly first?
Yeah.
I would have played chicken if I was Mind Control. Just like, well, then I guess no one's getting this. But it doesn't really matter, as this anti-mage is absolutely massive. He's got a butterfly queued up too, and would not surprise me in the least if he picks it up in the next 4 minutes.
I'm not even sure if we'll have a Radiance by that point for the Spectre. And this is exactly what you're afraid of if you're in the Spectre versus AM matchup, is that the Animage just outfarms you so heavily. Kuro. Oh, he is definitely dead here, but there is no Stampede for the Centaur to get out this time around. Yi is still trying to do some damage. They actually still didn't finish off Kuro. Yi wanted to be able to go for that kill, but now it's to jump away to a Remnant, jump to another one, and see if he can get out. He's bottling up right now. He knows if he commits to that other Remnant, Mind Control's going to run him down, so that's why he's just trying to stay forward, but the blink and the silence.
Look at Miracle right now. He just casually picks up bounty runes while his team's winning fights. Liquid just mopping up on one side of the map. They're getting greed on the other. There's nowhere really that Keen feels like they're winning at this point. And now it's just come down to like, well, Old Chicken, you've got your Radiance.
Yeah.
Hold out for another. How long realistically do you think he needs to be able to hold out for?
20 minutes?
20 minutes? I was gonna say like 15. But we're really splitting hairs here. They really don't matter. 15, 20. I'm just glad I'm back at casting BPC events, honestly, man.
I like how you made a big difference. I was like, whoa, is Bliss gonna say like 10 minutes or something?
Nah, dude. I'm an agreeable person now. I've taken the criticism.
12 to 19. 21 minutes in and a 12,000 net worth lead, and that's only gonna grow as Miracle continues to outfarm everybody on the side of Keen Gaming.
Yeah, what's really scary is when your team is losing fights without him in there.
Yeah.
That was like kind of the hope. God, maybe they can win a 4-on-5 without the hero that's got like 10,000 more net worth than everyone. That was not what happened. All right, pull up the JJ. Pull up the win rate. Give us the
What?
win rate of what? The win probability. I mean.
Oh, win probability.
He understood what I meant. I'm not.
That's like
speed.
what?
Radiant's top
80,
tower is under
80,
attack.
83.4%
Repeating.
for Team Liquid. That's pretty good.
That's actually
It's still
a
a
lot
Spectre
closer than I
game.
thought, yeah.
It's still a Spectre game, so in the end, Yoda's like, hey, you can never count a Spectre out, but it feels like Liquid. I mean, they're such a good team when they have this advantage that they close it out really well. Right? We saw that from game 2, how well they did that.
We said we needed dominant performances. Game 2, Game 3. I didn't want close ones, and so far, so good as Liquid bouncing back at the haters.
Liquid showing that their early dropout at the Dream League Major was indeed just a bit of a fluke, and that they can still come back strong.
I hope they lose after you just said that.
They just immediately go out the first round.
Dead last. Team Beast Coast
The
wins
highlight
again.
immediately cuts to me saying this.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I saw my favorite comment was somebody was like, I wonder what Lambo color Envy's gonna pick out when he wins this event after they
Not
won
to be
one.
too hasty, but
Not to be too hasty. We said 17% is the magic number. Well, we'll see.
the real sad part is like there's this big item for the Spectre, but it feels like he's
Radiant's
never
middle tower
gonna be
is under
effective.
attack.
Like I don't think I've ever seen an Ember Spirit come back from.
This kind of deficit,
Yeah,
he has not even 1k more net worth than GH.
yeah.
He's so far in the dumpster right now.
And he's playing against bad heroes for an Ember Spirit, right? Like,
Yeah.
when you're behind,
when you're behind, none of these heroes don't to
Yeah.
play against.
or both Earthshaker and Puck have some really good answers to.
It's when you don't have the money to buy any defense.
Yeah.
I mean, he was hard committed to this Maelstrom once he bought the Javelin. So it's not like he can buy something in the interim.
They need damage too. They're gonna jump in. Coil out. Kaka sitting up on the high ground. Miracle.
He's got a butterfly.
He knows how to ascend. 3 shots dark as well.
Cool.
Just dirty. What I love the medallion, by the way, is the mana break is physical damage, right? So it makes that AM look so much better.
And they're gonna go in for the Roche. Kuro, drop the medallion, man. Come on. Help them out. You're
out.
literally there. There you go.
There you go.
It's like 2 feet away. Doesn't pop it.
And, you know, Kuro's busy. He's a global hero. He's got to look all over the map. The Spectre pops the ultimate. They've got to somehow get inside this Rochemont pit. See if they can actually steal the Winter's Curse. That's a beautiful one. That's going to make sure they're going to hold the Aegis. The Bishop is going to come down with the Aegis and smashed up by Miracle. And now Yi is stuck in nowhere inside the Rochemont pit. They're going to use the Stampede to be able to run down GH, but he immediately responds with an Echo Slam. Tries to go for another Aftershock stun, but is unable to get it. Old 11 is left behind as the Spectre tries to make his way out, but Miracle is on the hunt. He's got the second life, and he doesn't even really need it to be able to hunt down Old Chicken. The Ice Path misses. They didn't have it fast enough to slow down of the extra liquid fire. It may not be enough as the Spectre is going to be thrown up in the air by the Yule Scepter, saved by that Cold Embrace for now, but he has no mana to be able to quickly get out. Miracle's a little bit low, has to blink away, doesn't want to give up his Aegis this early. Last couple of shots at the tower don't even come close, as his Butterfly will help him survive, and not just that, but continue to play aggressive, taking that tier 2.
The good news for Keen, if we're making any sort of good news happen, is that they did get the last hit on the Roche. That's some gold. And it's a lot harder for the AM than he expects to kill the Spectre. When Spectre's out of mana, you don't get that extra damage. Plus the Radiance mischance, and just the general tankiness of Spectre is pretty useful. He's about to hit his level 18. Those are the upsides right now. That you're looking at. But the downside is like everyone had to like work together and die to get that Spectre out of there. Some real Saving Private Ryan stuff.
It sounded like, to me, Blitz, that you pretty much said, well, they haven't lost yet.
They have not lost yet.
Okay. I'm not sure about that change, but it will make sure that Mind Control can't go anywhere, and they managed to get some follow-up on a Miracle, but they just run out of disables at some point. Still, though, he had an Aegis anyway. Don't think they're doing much about that. They just continue to get really good Winter's Curses. Who knows what could happen here?
Use Miracle against Liquid.
That's the only way to beat Stop. See if they can take away this Aegis. Nobody from Liquid is nearby. Miracle does.
Well, at least you got Aegis. Like, you didn't lose a tower because of it. Oh wait, you are.
Oh wait.
I hold that thought. I spoke too soon.
Bottom tier 2 about to die.
This AM is. I think Grant said this AM's getting 6 slotted. I don't think he expected the timing of the 6 slot. This is like a really, it's like a poor 6 slot because he's got a Wraith Band, but we'll count it. For Grant's sake, we'll count it.
Okay, Winter's Curse on the AM with the illusions hitting him. That will do a decent amount of damage. Not enough to threaten him and actually kill him, but it's enough to force him back for now.
Oh, he drops the disappointment.
But he immediately gets greased up. He's back to full health.
Plus his Butterfly, just the natural evasion that they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they don't have a Winter's Curse, so if you're Liquid, don't you just go high ground again?
I think you just push in both side lanes, or both mid and bottom at the same time. Cut the wave and just, yeah, Matuma Man's going to hit this for free. He's got Pipe and Greaves. As Miracle jump forward, trying to get closer. He's trying to get to the back line right now.
Yeah,
They know he's there.
One blink away now, but fortunately, they did know where he was at, and Miracle had to blink backwards instead.
I sort of want Miracle to like hit mid during this time. Like split their attention up a little bit more than this. If you gather up this 5 bottom, Keen can do the exact same thing. You give them the same look. It's easier for them to defend. But it looks like Liquid not quite content with taking the fight just yet. They have so much map control because this anti-mage is so fat and blink around so quick. He's got the minus 2.5 second blink cooldown. So he's everywhere on them currently.
What's his 25 talents? I don't even remember. I remember when people went for the what was the old talent tree? Oh, that's right, the Mana Void cooldown. One blink silence, one blink echo slam, and he's probably dead. That could be enough for Liquid to go high ground again and force buybacks.
Yeah, but Keen is being really disciplined right now. They're not taking any risks. They're sitting inside their base, letting the creep waves come into them.
Blink for blink, GH. Gets away from the aggression of Old 11. I appreciate that Old... Oh! That is an illusion. That is Winter's Curse used for nothing. Once again. Fly away, Kaka, fly away. Miracle on his anime run. Willing to take the fight to anybody. Either outside the base or maybe even inside. It just doesn't seem to matter to him. He's trying to cut some creep waves as best he can. But it's a dangerous game that he's playing. Without, ooh.
You can fight Crow here.
They are going to be able to run him down with a Stampede. Now, the TPs are coming out from Team Liquid. They're going to give up on Kuro. He's definitely dead, but they're going to try and catch some heroes perhaps on their way out. But Tumbaman waiting for GH to catch up, and then they can get there. And the AM, we talked about that blink cooldown. He can get there pretty quickly as well. They're trying to sound these heroes. They think Old Chicken is somewhere over here. He has to TP to the side. GH does not know where he's at. He's not going to be able to catch him, but Miracle caught Dark, and now he'll be able to sandwich the rest too. Kaka revealed by the sentry, laid out by GH. GH just walks away from the kill.
And Miracle's just gonna blink aggressively with both supports dead. They know, Liquid knows that they don't have enough to burst this guy.
Yeah, I mean, the winner's curse, it feels like it's so integral to the high ground defense. 2-man stomp, there's going to be the buyback from Kaka.
Just split from Miracle if you're Liquid. Don't let him hit you.
Yeah.
The buyback will temporarily save the racks as Roshan, but they respawn in 40 seconds.
Yeah, they lost tier 3, which means shrines. Losing your shrines means you're less likely to be able to contest Roshan. Do you think this is like do or die for Keen? Do you think they have to play into that Roshan pit?
I mean, they didn't last time, but I feel like with Aegis Cheese getting it onto the Viper,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he recovered from that position.
Oh, he chose the counterspell, magic resist.
Probably because, I mean, there's just not a lot of
There's-
physical damage on the side of
there's-
Keen.
No physical
Radiant's
damage.
bottom
Yeah.
shrine
So I
is under
think I
attack.
saw Yi building into a Deso. Is that right? I thought I saw double Mithraheimer being built by him. Am I crazy?
You are not crazy. He's backbone for Deso.
All right, well, he's like, we don't have physical damage, so that's one way to build it.
Get all the blades.
TP out. He's
gone.
good. Oh, that
Fisher.
Fisher just a little bit too late. Miracle run around with double damage room. They can't catch Kaka. He's going to be able to Stampede run away, and that is good for Keen because they lose Kaka again with no buyback. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to hold, but if they lose the Spectre, that could be so much worse. He does have the dagger into the trees, but he just can't get there in time.
And Mind Control actually almost died
Yeah.
from just being there. Just existing, but he's going to get an E-Blade for himself. They're going to pop the Shrine. Roshan going to end up spawning in 10 seconds. GH not even going to bother checking for it. Mind Control might pop his head in, but wouldn't be up right now. And it looks like they just want to take advantage of the time that the Spectre is dead, force the buyback, get something going on the map right now. And They are doing so, beating into this mid tower. Miracle, creep wave coming in, stun flies out from the Centaur.
Just trying to control the AM and get a little bit of harassment damage on him, but Animage is not to turn. He goes for Kaka, will be able to catch him. Mind Control tried to jump in too, didn't really get anything there besides just the coil onto the Centaur. Another good Ice Path onto Miracle, but he shakes off all that magic damage pretty easily. And there is a buyback on the Spectre. They want to use it, but it seems like they will hold it for now, feeling like if they commit that net worth of the Spectre to buying back, they won't be able to get any item progression, have no way to win this game. So they will sacrifice potentially 2 lanes of Rax here. Old 11, hiding in the trees, does have a BKB. And he tries to go for GH, misses though, force snap forward, the Spectre. Popping that ultimate, they're gonna go for Kuro, but that feels like a poor substitute compared to the forward position of GH. They're gonna pop that Stampede, try and get away with Yi, but he can't make it. But now Miracle's heavily committed, he's rooted down to the spot, and they will kill him. Somehow, they've managed to potentially win this fight, as now they're going to be able to catch Kuro as well. Matamba Man, he's not going to be able to make it out of here either. Gets stomped up bit by bit. Keen Gaming are going to be able to bring down the big boys of Liquid at least one time here. Matamba Man, knowing that he can't really escape, just tries to do some damage to Jakiro as best he can. Yi is also chasing an extra one here, GH, but Matamba Man somehow still staying alive because of all that magic lifesteal.
He's alive still.
He can't actually run away, but he's one on board in fight. Now Yi is going to come back in, and with his extra damage, that should be enough unless the Echo Slam comes down and lays out, and Centaur's actually dead.
Oh my god, he's
gonna live as well. He's gonna live. He's still alive. Still alive. Mind Control's gonna lay in some helping hand here with Kaka. Yule Scepter up. Now the Spectre's back up to full HP. Old Chicken goes for Matamba Man once again, but again, he's broken inside of that Nether Toxin. He's not doing any damage back to Matamba Man. He's dead. He has a buyback, yes, but Matamba Man doesn't stop. He just lays off Nether Toxin after Nether Toxin blitz. You said Miracle's gotta be the one to carry the game, but Matamba Man, Viper, he's still got some bite in him, even after all these years.
Dude, I was like, why aren't they just committing? And I was like, oh, that's why they're not committing. He actually just stood there against 4 heroes, nobody backing him up. He had like 300 HP, and somehow he was sort of just like a trapped lion, you know? He's just baring his fangs, biting them back, no one really willing to commit. As there's only one hero up, the Spectre. I mean, they're committing for this pretty hard, but Matamba Man,
Force stabbed away, breaking the coil. Old 11 does try and help out by stunning GH, and that'll allow Old Chicken to be able to get back to the fountain. And they do still have a tier 2 up, so if Old 11 can run out some of these heroes, he's going to be able to get on top of Kuro. But here comes Miracle, and maybe that's why Spectre is not committing right now. He knows how dangerous it is to fight into this Viper. Being broken like that just kills so much of the damage of the Spectre, just the process of existing. Look at this, Liquid. They're saying if you're not going to fight into this Viper, then we're just going to go for your throne. But Miracle tries to jump on a Kaka like he's always done, but he's been stunned up. Ice Path, that magic resistance, though, plays out so well, and the throne is at half HP right now. Miracle threatens it, and that's why they immediately comes out the glyph from Keen Gaming.
Oh, Mind Control's gonna die.
Go to him. No, the Sprout is cursed. The Sprout. What a good play from Kuro. That's gonna be able to help out Mind Control. He will be able to phase shift, blink away, gets the silence onto the Centaur to make sure there's no follow-up stun either. Now Bash, Old 11 does manage to get out his stun, trying to get away, but the throne is still dying. Kuro's just fully committing to it at this point. He doesn't give a damn about his own life because Matamba Man will seal the game just like he sealed them earlier. Matamba Man Viper will make sure that Liquid will close out this victory in Game 3.
Yeah, the story of the mid-game and the early game was all that anti-mage and the movement of the GH Earthshaker, but when push came to shove, it was that Viper that did not budge at all. The crazy part is, it looked like he was confident he was going to win the entire time.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone's dead, GH is respawning, I'll buy time. Like, I'm not getting out of this, I'm not TPing out, they'll just cancel it. I'm just going to stand here and fight.
You're melee heroes. You have to stand underneath my Nether Toxin. I'm going to heal off of that.
That was a great series by Liquid, especially with the way that they just got their teeth knocked in game number 1. I mean, they got absolutely clubbed. Game number 2 with that morph strat. Game number 3, they did the same thing. They gave Matu a hero that could go around taking towers. They committed him early to helping Miracle take that mid tier 1 tower out.